Hi, I'm John Green. This is Crash Course U.S. History, and today we come at last to the Civil War, the conflict that in many ways created a nation. We won't be claiming that the Civil War was somehow secretly about something other than slavery, because that is just so early 20th century. Or there will not be a lot of jokes today, because ha 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 ha, 700,000 people died. So let's start with some basic facts about the American Civil War. 1861 to 1865, which corresponded with the presidency of Abraham Lincoln, the Union, or more colloquially the North, fought against the forces of the Confederate States of America, or the South. All right, let's go to the thought bubble. You'll notice from this map that not all the states that held slaves were part of the Confederacy. The border states of Kentucky, Missouri, Delaware, and Maryland allowed slavery and never left the United States. All of these border states were critical to the Union. Maryland was north of the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. Kentucky controlled the Ohio River. Missouri was the gateway to the West. Delaware actually wasn't that important. So none of that should be particularly controversial unless you're from Delaware. But the causes of the war, that's another story. The Civil War was about slavery. Actual historians will back me up on this, like David Goldfield, who wrote, "Both Northerners and Southerners recognize slavery as the immediate cause of the Civil War." Thanks, Thought Bubble. That said, in the beginning of the war, Lincoln deliberately tried to downplay the slavery angle, arguing that the war was only about preserving the Union. And for Northerners, Union, religion, and an end to slavery mixed together to form a potent rationale for war. It's summed up nicely by Julia Ward Howe's words to the song that would become famous as the battle hymn of the Republic. "As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free." You thought I was going to sing, but you were wrong. So spoiler alert, the Union won the war, which in a sense is unsurprising because they had massive advantages. Really, the only advantage the South had was better military leaders, like most of the tactically famous generals of the Civil War, Robert E. Lee, Stonewall Jackson, Jeb Stuart, etc., were Southerners, and I think it says a lot about American history that in the end, the war's outcome was ensured not just by military victories, but by a political one.